Hey, Mark from Fleet News Group here. Today we're going to do a test drive and compare the Hino Hybrid to the Hino Diesel. We're going to take it for a drive around Sydney, a lot of stop starts, a bit of freeway work, and we'll let you know what the comparison is. We're really excited to see how much fuel you can save driving a hybrid. And when you save fuel, you also reduce the emissions for your fleet. So Hino's had the hybrid in the range for almost 20 years now. We've got the fourth generation, which leaps ahead in technology compared to the early models of the hybrid. And it's come at the right time for Hino, and it's probably come at the right time for the market as well. Fleets are looking for ways to reduce their emissions, and electric is not quite there yet. There's certainly electric trucks on the market, but they're for very specific applications. And there's a lot of infrastructure required, there's a lot of range considerations. So the hybrid really can provide that stepping stone. The fuel reductions, as per Hino's numbers, is 20% in fuel. I'll be able to let you know at the end of the day how much difference I've had, because we've got the diesel truck following us. But it really does make sense on paper to look at the hybrid electric as an option, which will allow you to reduce your fuel consumption, allow you to reduce your maintenance costs, and start to head towards that zero emissions fleet. So we've got the Hino Hybrid out on the freeway around Sydney. We're doing a bit of a loop. So it's currently in 6th gear, and it's probably where it wants to be all the time for the maximum efficiency. We're travelling just below 100 kilometres an hour, below the speed limit. Obviously a few people flying past us because they're going a bit faster than us, but we'll when we get to the end of the freeway, we'll turn the truck off, and then we'll get a better idea of what the freeway journey's like through the Hino Connect telematics system. Okay, so I'm back off the freeway. I'm in the city traffic out near the new airport at Badgerys Creek. And one of the things I've noticed about the Hino Hybrid Electric is the transmission. So it's not a full automatic; it's an automated manual transmission, and it does require a little bit of technique in the driving. You can certainly get in it and just drive it like an automatic. There's no problems there. But if you want to maximise your regen and you want to maximise your fuel efficiency, then there is a bit of a technique in driving the car and the truck, sorry. And it reminds me of the eco driving courses that I've done, where they encourage you to get to 6th gear or top gear as fast as possible. And that's what the Hino Hybrid's doing for you. It's actually trying to get you there very quickly. So what happens then? You're in the highest gear, you're using the least amount of fuel. So it's actually teaching you how to drive economically. And if you can take that into your car and your personal life as well, there'll be a lot of benefits of reducing emissions. When you talk maintenance savings with the hybrid, initially you think about oil and filters, but in a hybrid you've still got all those things because there's a diesel engine associated. Where you actually get the savings, according to Hino, is through the lack of wear and tear on the components. So with the hybrid regenerative braking, you've got less wear and tear on the brakes. You've got less wear and tear on the clutch in the way that the hybrid system works with the gearbox and the engine. And then there's no starter motor or there's no alternator, so you don't have those traditional parts that can wear out. And that's quite important with a commercial vehicle, because you're not owning the vehicle for a short period, you're owning it for 5 years or more. And you're also doing a lot of stop starts as well. So, in a commercial vehicle, starter motors and other components like that are more likely to wear out compared to a passenger car. So they're really important things to consider when you're looking at the maintenance and comparing between a traditional diesel engine and a hybrid electric diesel like the Hino. One of the things I really like about the Hino trucks is the safety technology. It's almost like what you get in a modern passenger car these days. You've got cruise control. You've actually got a big screen as well. It's not a safety thing, but you get Apple CarPlay and all the things there. There's a lane. There's a lane warning when I steer out of the lane, and it just really feels like a passenger vehicle as much as it does as a truck when you look at the list of safety technology available these days. Okay, so it's the end of the day. The sun's starting to set out in the west here in Sydney, and I've been doing the deliveries around Sydney, pretending to be a truck driver for a day. And I've actually gotten used to this automated manual transmission and its attempts to force me to drive economically or teach me about eco driving. So it hasn't taken that long, really, in the scheme of things. When I first jumped in, it felt like I was learning to drive a manual car for the very first time. You know, the gearbox and the accelerator, I just couldn't get the coordination right. But now it just feels naturally. I'm listening to the engines, I'm listening to the revs, and I'm just, you know, feathering the accelerator to suit the rhythm of the engine and the terrain that we're driving in. So it certainly does take a little bit of getting used to. But if you were driving this truck every day, it becomes second nature quite quickly. And the interesting thing, as I've gotten better at driving it, I've been keeping an eye on the litres per 100 kilometres, and it's actually going down as I drive. So the less I resist the urge to drive, I suppose, normally, and the more I sort of adapt to the hybrid system in the electric Hino, the more fuel efficient it's becoming, or the more fuel efficient I'm becoming as a driver. So yeah, really, really interesting. Okay, so that's our review of the Hino Hybrid Electric. Hope you've enjoyed the video. We've had a fun day out driving around Sydney, pretending to be a truck driver and doing all the things a last mile delivery driver would do, or a tradie would do in their truck. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell your friends. The more people that watch, the more we get to keep making videos. So thanks for watching. Mark from Fleet News Group. I'll see you real soon.